If fear is the only thing stopping us from achieving our dreams, and we only fear what we don't understand, then the antidote to fear is knowledge. All we have to do is find out who has the knowledge that we need to conquer our fears and achieve our entrepreneurial dreams. My name is Callum Walker, and welcome to the podcast that will help you figure it out and conquer this lonely entrepreneurial journey.
So, I have just received, fucked it, anyway, my welcome pack. So, I'm sure most of you know I have just joined my new program with Mr. Russell Brunson, called Two Comma Club X, and I've got a welcome pack. This is exciting. I'm also wearing my marble top. I also think this is such a great idea, just in general. I know, I've toyed with the ideas of welcome packs previously, but actually being on the receiving end, when they said I was going to get a welcome pack, I was so excited. I was so excited for it. So I've actually been waiting for this for 2 weeks. It has come from the US, so fair enough. But actually, if I look at the idea of it, I think it's so clever because now I'm like a little kid at Christmas and I got no idea what was in here. And it just almost makes me feel like part of the family and community. I guarantee there'll be a t-shirt in here, 100%. So I don't know. Right, okay, cool. So, here we go. Let's plop this here and let's see what's in. Ooh, oh, look at this. Okay, we got a little thing. So it says, here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs and square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote, disagree with, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them because they change things. They push the human race forward, and while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world, they are the ones who do. Oh, that is powerful. Oh, what a lovely message. Right, that's so clever. Because again, that's I think if you kind of look at what your program really needs to be, it's about the identity shift that you're showing someone that they're going to become someone completely new, someone completely different. So if you kind of look at almost the identity that they're kind of pushing towards me, it's look, you are one of the crazy ones. You are the kind of person who can actually change the world. It kind of instills that excitement that I can fucking do this and you're the people that help me. So clever. So, right. Here we go. Right, we've got some felt. My t-shirt. I went with large, which, they're an American company, so large in American could be a fucking tent. Anyway, so, got a lovely little letter. I'll give that a little bit. We got a little letter, which is nice. A t-shirt. Funnel builder, progress poster. No idea what it is. We got some stickers to put on my laptop. Cool. Poster. Oh, I like that. Journal. Give your goal a quest. Oh, I like this. Oh, okay, right. So, this is called the Hero's Journal. Give your goal a quest. Fairy tales are more than true. Not because they tell us dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten. All we have to decide is what to do with the time given to us. That is a quote from one of my favorite films, from one of my favorite characters, which is Gandalf the Grey, not the White. Okay, he wasn't the White at that time, but Gandalf the Grey from Lord of the Rings. That was, that was in the first film. I remember that was in Moria, actually. Beautiful quote. Here we go, we got another one. Heroes are made by the paths they choose, not the powers they are graced with. Yeah, I like that. Inside this box lies your call to adventure. A life full of quests, slaying dragons, and making allies awaits you. Happy questing. Oh, I really like that. What a lovely touch. I can't wait to dig into that. I've got a UPS receipt, which is cool. Oh, this is if I want to send it back. I don't listen. And then finally, I've got a beautiful notebook. I really like that. Really, really like that. Right, so I've got a notebook, a journal, a nice little letter off Russell Brunson, which is really kind. I'm not going to read it now, but let's have a look at the t-shirt. Let's see the t-shirt. This is what we wanted. Now I can guarantee that four of my favorite clients, Mr. James Blown, will be eagerly anticipating what is in this t-shirt. Well, do you know what? Scissors. Is there a way, as I say to all of my guys, all of my clients, is there a way I can do this more effectively and more efficiently? If I try and rip it, I'm just going to struggle. Whereas actually, well, I mean, I did rip it. Whereas actually, I could just get some scissors. Get some scissors, speed it up. There's a lesson in there when it comes to delivering into your clients. Oh, here we go. Right. T-shirt. That's fucking massive. Well, I do need to put some weight on anyway, so looks like Callum's going to be eating a lot of pancakes. I really like that. That was excellent. That's got me really excited. You can be sure I'm going to wear this every day. I think this is such a clever idea regarding t-shirts. It might sound a little bit tacky, a bit crazy, and a bit silly, and a bit like a waste of money. But, and funny enough, if you haven't read the book Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, you really should. Because basically the whole ethos is around talking about how your program needs to be more of, not necessarily just a program like, oh, I'm a coaching program to help people get into shape. It's a community, it's a tribe, it's your family. And wearing this t-shirt is almost like your armor and your uniform and your symbol of I'm part of this family and I'm part of what this stands for. So actually that message, they've stuck it on the back, and that's almost like, this is who I am. This is who I want to be. I think that's so clever. So clever. Because it makes you almost like want to be part of the family. There's something new. Never seen this. Made in Honduras. I mean, I've seen made in China, made in Taiwan, made in the Philippines, made in Cambodia, made in Vietnam, made in India. Actually, I've got a pair of shoes made in Italy, which is quite cool. Very rarely see made in England. One of my favorite things that I found very funny was I once bought a long time ago. Okay, I once bought a Jack Wills top, which just said pure British clothing, or what are that? Authentic British clothing. And next to it was a label saying made in China. Found that really funny. So made in Honduras, that's new. But anyway, my point is that is so exciting. So yeah, I mean, I've got a very big tent to wear, but I don't mind that. That's cool, because the last time I got a t-shirt from these guys, it was a medium and it was a bit tight. But yeah, there we are. So the welcome pack. It's something that I'm certainly working on myself for all of my guys, because I would love them to experience this same experience that I have. So that's enough for today. I've got a fixture today. I've got an AFL fixture at 2 p.m. So if I look at my nutrition timeline, it is currently 10 a.m. at the moment. So I'm going to start whipping up my breakfast and eat that around 11. So I'm going to give myself about 3 hours prior to that. I'm going to bring some caffeine with me. I've had 2 electrolyte tabs today because, again, hydration doesn't necessarily just start like the 1 hour before. I've got to stay hydrated throughout the whole morning. So yeah, just don't know what to do myself for the next few hours. But there we go. Right, so yeah, this is my little podcast episode on the welcome pack. If I can kind of summarize how I kind of feel about this whole thing, I think this is an excellent idea. It's something I'm certainly going to incorporate within my program, because I think really if you look at what it symbolizes, what it stands for that like welcome. Like welcome to the family. Not necessarily thanks for signing up. It's like, welcome in. And I think that the more that you can, and it's something I haven't perfected in the slightest, but I'm constantly trying to etch forward towards it of like, right, how can I make someone feel more and more and more part of their tribe, the community, and build that up. So I've got loads of ideas. These guys have given me so much inspiration anyway on the way that they run their program. But it's exciting. So, and I think really, do you know what's interesting actually? For a while, I really wasn't motivated by money in the slightest. And I think that was down to my association with what being motivated by money actually means. Whereas like, I'd be like, oh, if I'm a money motivated individual, that means that I'm motivated by the Rolexes, the Lamborghinis, the cars, the houses, all that sort of stuff. So I almost like said, I'm not money motivated. I'm not money motivated. I'm not money motivated. Essentially what I'm kind of saying is I don't want money. I don't want money. I don't want money. And what's interesting is, again, I'm quite a spiritual kind of person that whatever you put out there, you're going to get back. So I'm actually saying I don't want money. So what am I getting? I'm not getting money. Whereas actually now I am money motivated, but I'm money motivated for a different reason. So I'm not money motivated to go and buy a Lamborghini, a Rolex or whatever. That's wasted on me because like, I'm really not that fussed. Like you said, this is the best t-shirt I own and it cost me £4 from Tesco. Made me really happy. But my point, do you know what more money allows me to do? It allows me to join this. It allows me to like fork out 25 grand to come into this. To like, this is my passion, this is my interest, which makes my program so much better. More money allows me to go, right, okay, do you know what? I can get a branded box. I can pay for some branded boxes to go and give out to my clients. More money allows me to employ more staff to be able to make my whole program so much better. So now I am money motivated. Like the whole purpose of this program is to take someone from a 6-figure business to a 7-figure business. I want to be a 7-figure business, but not so I can be like, oh, I'm a 7-figure business. There's something else in there. Pen. The 1% crazy. Again, fucking clever that is, because what's that saying? You're part of us. You're part of the 1%. Realistically, if you think about when it comes to what you need to sell and what you need to market, it's status. Yeah, it's status. So most people will want to hit $1 million because it's like, you've got that award that says, I hit $1 million. Well, I'm not really fussed about that. I'm actually like, no, I am. Right, okay, I do want to hit $1 million. Putting that one in there. I do want to hit $1 million, but for a different reason. Not for the reason to go, I hit $1 million, but more because that means I've got, if I've hit $1 million, that means I've got a massive tribe of more people, which is amazing, which gets me excited. And for those of you who are my clients listening to this, you know how excited I am about our community in general and how like I literally just want to serve. Like, because I just love this whole thing. I just find this so amazing and so fun. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, can't remember where I was going with that. But long story short, I'm very excited for my journey. Very, very excited for this journey. Very excited to pass on all of the stuff that I'm learning and applying that to my own clients, applying that through here. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave you with this one thing, which is never forget, if every single one of your clients gave you just one new client, you have doubled your business. But are you giving your clients a good enough reason to recommend you? Play on that one. Right, have an amazing day, guys. I'm going to put my t-shirt on.